Thank you, Surendra. Good morning. Good afternoon, all of you. Hope all the students are joined. "496." Please respond.
Yes, sir. Chepan.
Okay. Right. As we already discussed yesterday, do you remember, Praveen?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So yesterday I explained some experiment model that was carried out in 1870. So I think you're all viewing this particular figure. Have you seen, Praveen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. So you can see here in this, the light source is there, some arrangement, glass plate. As per the rectilinear propagation of light, what we're expecting, the light should travel in this direction. So direct, in this direction.
Correct.
Yes, sir. Whereas, so here, in this direction. So whereas the water is coming down due to gravity. So, but you can see here, actually what happened.
Light.
The water is pouring, the light also coming in this direction. So this is the experiment done in 1870. So thanks for this particular test book. I can share you this test book, Agrawal. Fine. One more point is here. So yesterday we discussed about some points related to the chronological order. I given very extensive year-wise, whereas in brief, you can see here, in brief, the fiber optic communications was put into use around 1970. So this is because of invention of lasers in 1960. After that, 1968, we have the helium neon laser. After that, here, 1970, different modulation techniques. We know the intensity, amplitude, frequency, phase, polarization. So these are all, because of this only, we are using this optical communications around after 1970s. So after that, again, if you see, in 1975, good detectors comparable to optical fibers were identified. That is, the detector means only photodiode is the detector. Semiconductor detector, photodiode is the detector. So after that, now, are you visible? This screen is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Visible? Okay, okay. Fine. So between 1975 to 80, a good quality optical fibers with low loss was invented. So optical fiber with low loss is very, very, very important. So here it around 0.1 dB per km loss fibers are available after 1980 onwards. So similarly, we have so many advantages. In this particularly, advantages are enormous advantages are there. Not only a single 1, 2, 3 like that. So if you go through the textbook senior, you can see at least 3 to 4 pages. It covered entire advantages. You can go through that. Similar to bandwidth, size, improved bandwidth. Here I already mentioned here. Similarly, small size, image to EMI, and electrical isolation, and signal security, low loss of transmission, and flexible ruggedness. Similarly, system reliability and system maintenance. These are all the advantages. So here I am given only 3 here: size, weight, security, low loss, running cost. So areas of applications. As of the applications are not limited to telecommunications, local area networks, cable, TV, CCTV, inherent security, defense, aviation, and so forth. So this I want to explain actually. So now coming to this, one more important point is here, the Snell's law. Actually, what Snell's law gives means, here I am writing here, I am using this particular board. So N1 sine theta. Say, so here somewhere in the paint it is not possible, say theta. So for that I use some 0 here. Theta 1 is equal to N2 sine, say, theta 2. So this is the expression. So Snell's law states that here N1, what is N1 here means, N1 is the refractive index and N2 is the refractive index of the other medium. So if the two medias are there, then N1 and N2 are the refractive index. Now before that, here you have to first of all know about the refractive index. So what is a refractive index? First of all, so the refractive index is a very, very great importance here. The refractive index, say refractive index. So the refractive index, generally the previous classes when you learn, mu1 is used, but in fiber optic communication, n is used, small n. So small n is denoted for refractive index. Now, what the refractive index states? So it is only depend on the velocity of light. So the velocity of light in vacuum. So velocity of light. So velocity of light divided by. So that means by velocity of light by. So velocity of light by. So again velocity of that particular velocity of light in the medium. So velocity of light in the medium. So this is the refractive index. So n is equal to velocity of light by velocity of light in the medium. So here, what is velocity of light? So velocity of light is equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. So it is denoted by C. So it is denoted by C. So what we can write here, C divided by C divided by small v. So CV. What is C? Velocity of light in the medium. What is small v? Velocity of light in medium. Now we have a relation n is equal to n is equal to C by V. C by V. Now here the always velocity of light in the medium is less than velocity of light in C. In the vacuum. So therefore, n is always, so that means refractive index is always greater than 1. That is very, very important. So now velocity of light is always greater than, refractive index is always greater than 1. Now with these basic points, we can see the velocity of light in different media. So in different medium. So why means if you know the velocity of light, the refractive index values in various materials, so it will be useful for us. So you can create a table here. You can create a table here, and we can show. We can see. So here you can see now the velocity of light. I'm just now I want to add a table here. So you can see here. Now so here refractive index Ri and velocity of medium, velocity of light in the medium. So in the medium, so just I will put this refractive index here, this side. So refractive index n, so small n, right? Refractive index. So velocity of light. So now the material here, material. I think you are all note down these points. So material here. So if it is or the medium, material or medium. So slash medium. So medium. So here vacuum. So then vacuum is the medium. So velocity of light is equal to velocity of light. The light in C in vacuum again. So there, what happened? The velocity, the refractive index is again 1. So similarly, it is in air. Say if it is air. So then what is the velocity of light means in the air is it is around 299.3 meters per second. Meters per second. So this is the velocity of light into 10 to the power of 6. You know, obviously it is I am giving here 300 meters per second into 10 power 3. So here it is 10 power 3. So 10 power 3. So this is the velocity of light. So you can, I think you can see the velocity of light now. So 300 meters. So this is in meters. So meters per second. Okay. Now it is 299.3. So this is the velocity of light in air. So automatically, what is the refractive index means 1.0003. So this is the refractive index of air value. So similarly, I am read it out. Please note down. Similarly, you can write ice. Ice velocity 230. So ice. Because the time is running out, I want to explain more. So ice. One more. I will write 1 more point. 230.77. Okay. Hello. So it is 230.77 ice. So the refractive index is of ice is 1.3 value, numerical value. So In the same manner, so you can see ethane value 1.36, ethane value 1.36. Similarly, glass value, it is varies from 1.46 to 1.96. This is very, very important. That's why I'm writing here the refractive index of glass. The refractive index of glass is 1.46
Sir,
to 1.46. Yes.
టైప్ చేసే స్క్రీన్ కనిపించట్లేదు సార్ మాకు.
అవునా ఇది ఇప్పుడు పాజ్డ్ ఇది సెలెక్ట్ చేయలేదు నేను ఇది జస్ట్ ఎ మినిట్ ఇది కనపడుతుందా ఇది కనపడిందా
సార్ ఎస్ సార్ కనపడుతుంది.
ఇంకోటి చూద్దాం ఉండండి కొన్ని నిమిషం అంటే ఓహో న్యూ పేజ్ తీసుకున్నాను కదా అందుకని కనపడలేదు రైట్ ఇది కనపడుతుంది ఇప్పుడు
ఎస్ సార్ ఎస్ సార్
ఐ థింక్ రైట్ సారీ నౌ so you can see here velocity of light values note chesanu so it is 1.46 to 1.96 so this is the refractive index of glass very important glass so now it is required for us ఇది మనకు కావాలి okay glass so it is value is 1.46 to 1.96 similarly quartz so you know the quartz so quartz value quartz say quartz crystal like that so quartz now its value is 1.54 so quartz value is 1.54 so in diamond it is around 2.42 so comma I will write about the diamond 2.42 so this is the refractive index of the diamond fine so these are all the various refractive indices how this is possible means why these are all there so I think when I okay I want again I have to select fine so now refractive index value again when you go back to the basics refractive index is nothing but velocity of light by velocity of light in the medium so what happens here the velocity of light is lower that's why the n value is increasing so this is the very basic point now let us discuss the plane wave the ray optics now what I explained here now the paint కనపడుతుందా షేర్ అవుతుందా paint ది ఏమండి పెయింట్ షేర్ అవుతుందా
Yes, sir.
రైట్ చూడండి ఒకసారి now let us I will draw here says for example this is a surface say a plane now we are discussing only one medium here so one medium means this is the only one medium so medium 1 so medium 1 now medium 1 so it's medium 1 having some refractive index n1 now refractive index n1 let us consider a light ray incident here now let the light ray incident here so what happens what you thought that it is a surface now this is the surface so this is the phenomenon which is called the reflection so reflected wave now the reflected wave is in this direction so this is the reflected wave now the concept of normal is very important here please students the normal means always surface to 90 degrees so normal is drawn perpendicular to the surface always so that means 90 degrees here so it is the 90 degrees point value is 90 so I didn't okay I will not draw here So 90 degrees. So it is a normal. So this is the normal. Okay, normal. So n normal. Now this is the law of reflection. So whenever a light incident on a surface, if it reflect back into the same surface, then the type of reflection, the type of mechanism is called as reflection. Now this is called law of reflection, and the first one, this is the first law. So now what is the angle of incidence here? So angle of incidence is angle made with the normal to the actual ray. So this is the actual ray here. Now this is the normal. This is the angle between these two. So therefore, now what we call it as, so angle of incidence. So this is given with the letter theta. So or phi, sometimes phi. So phi 1 or phi I. So phi I. So this is called as phi I. Please write down your on your books. So phi I. So here similarly the reflection is happened. So what is the reflection angle? So theta 2 or small r I. Theta 2 or small r I. So I here I try to write on the this one, okay, and word file. So it is if it is easy for us to write down in the word file. So n1 sine theta 1. So again I have to check where the theta, right, the symbol I think, insert, right, symbols in this theta, where the theta, now theta I am not finding here, time waste, sorry, somewhere here, okay. Sine n1 sine theta 1. So here theta, sorry, phi 1 is equal to n2. Here there is no n2, or if it is right as n2, I will write here complete sine equation. Then we will discuss sine phi 2. So here is the phi 2. Now this is the expression. I think all are you following this? Now note down the expression here. Law of reflection, n1 is the medium one, sine of theta 1, phi 1 means angle of incidence, is equal to n2 sine. Here the light is reflecting back into the same medium. So same medium. Now if it is reflected by same medium means, reflected by same medium means, so it is not sorry, it is not clearly shown here, right? Anyhow, so n1 sine theta 1, if you take n1 sine theta 1 as a n1 sine theta 1 is equal to n2 sine theta 2, again n1 is the same medium, therefore it came back to the same medium. So what happens? Sine theta 1 is equal to sine theta 2. So that is angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. So that is the law of reflection. So similarly, law of refraction. Now if you take if you take, say, the same angle, some ray is incident on the surface. Now this is a medium 2. Now what do we expect is, we expect the same direction, the same second medium also.
Sorry for the
But
interruption. Sir, sorry for the interruption. 10 minutes.
okay, okay. Choose. Now this is the okay. Now this is the reflection angle. Here we have to see in this particular point very, very keenly, because in the second medium, first medium, if it is air, okay, if it is second medium is air, there is no reflection, there is no refraction process. The second medium is another material, so another medium, that means maybe ice or glass or like that, water. So what happens? The velocity of light in this medium is definitely less than that. So therefore, automatically refractive index value is different. Now you can write the sine n1 sine theta 1 is equal to n1 sine theta 1 is equal to n2 sine theta 2. Here, if the velocity of light value denser medium than the first medium or the rarer medium. So you here rarer and denser. These are the two mediums we can discuss that. That is a lesser refractive index means a lower rarer medium, and a higher refractive index value is called denser medium. Now first medium is rarer medium, then second medium is denser medium, then it will bend. In which direction it will bend, you can calculate. So you can calculate in which side it can be bent, you can calculate here. So like with an example, here one more point here we have to see. Now the velocity of light v1 and v2, say suppose n1 is different and n2 is different, then we have the values. Okay, now one more concept here. I will remove all this. So refractive index. Now one more concept. So that is total interreflection. Total internal reflection, very, very important. And I want to complete this topic today. I have 5 more minutes time is there. Now this is a rarer medium, and here this is the denser medium. So denser medium. So you know that rarer medium, denser medium means here n1 is greater than n2. That is the point. So here the condition is n1 greater, sorry, n2 greater than n1. That is the point. Sorry, greater here greater than. In the inside the denser medium. Now you can see here, this is the normal. Fine. Let a ray 1 incident on the surface. The surface means actual separation of rarer medium to denser medium is the surface here I drawn. Now let theta angle of incidence is I1 or theta 1. Then angle of reflection is again here like this one, or another possibility of this one. So here angle of incidence say for the theta 1, whether it will reflected or refracted, we have to discuss. It will reflect means reflected back to the same medium. refracted means refracted back into same medium. So for that, we have to take a just a piece of paper and try to solve this particular problem. So you know this Snell's law, n1 sin theta 1 is equal to n2 sin theta 2. Say for example, n1 is 1.35, n2 is say 1.45. Then I am giving n1 and n2. So sin theta 1 I will given. So theta 1 value is so and so. So theta 1 is say maybe around 35. So what is theta 2? You can calculate. So if you calculate that, say what is the angle of refraction? You can calculate. So accordingly, if you vary the angle of incidence values, different values. So here, this is the angle of incidence, different values. What the total internal reflection says that, if theta 1 is the angle of incidence nearer to the normal, that is, this is theta 1. Now, theta 1, this will be like this, it is refracted. So, refracted. Another light ray. So, this is N2, another ray, theta 2. So, what happens? It will be again refracted back. So, refracted. And if you go on increasing the angle of incidence, increasing angle of incidence, at a particular point, at a particular angle of incidence, the light ray completely reflected back the same medium. Now, that particular theta is called theta C, and that is called critical angle. Theta C, critical angle. So critical angle. So this is called as theta C. So I can write here 0C. 0C or something. Okay. Critical angle. So what is a critical angle means? At a particular angle of incidence, the refracted ray grazes the separation of the medium. So that particular angle is called critical angle. Grazes means it just crossing through the separation of line, like this, crossing through the separation of line. If the angle of incidence is more than critical angle, then it reflected back to the same medium. So then that is called total internal reflection. So critical angle, for a particular angle of incidence, the refracted ray grazes the separation of the planes. Similarly, at a particular angle of incidence that is greater than theta C, the light ray completely reflected back into the same medium. So this is theta C. Now, this particular phenomenon is called as total internal reflection. Now, we will use this particular concept in our fiber optic communications. Now, please follow the link here. Please follow the less than 1 minute. Okay. Yesterday I was given a link to you in the ID, this one in our group. So please follow that.